All right, hello guys, you're welcome back to this channel. Thank you so much, my returning subscribers. I really value you. Thank you for your loyalty. And if you're coming to this channel for the first time, you're welcome. It is an honor to have you on this channel. What I do basically is to talk about opportunities, moving abroad, studying opportunities, and what have you. So once again, you're welcome. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that someone else can also get to someone else can also get to see the video. So thank you. Let's go into the details of today's video. Today we are talking about the opportunity at Universidade Federal de Santa Maria, where you have the opportunity of doing your master's or your PhD or a specialized or professional courses, depending on whichever one that resonates with you. So the call is currently out and they are looking for people from all over the world. The application is free and the application process is seamless. You have like 6 stages, and each of the stages does not take you like minimum, or it's just the last one that is going to take you like, let's say, 2 minutes, and that is if you don't have your supporting document ready. But if you have your supporting document ready, it's just for you to click right, check, and that's all, and submit. So guys, let's get into the details of it. I'm going to be sharing with you the general information where you will see some details about this application, because it is important for you to have like some background information about this, and I'm just going to be doing all of that in this video. Let's get. So the first place we are right now is where the call is advertised. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to translate it to English so that it will be easier for us to move. So this is the general notice and this is the registration system. If you click this particular part, it's going to open a PDF where we would see all the information regarding this particular application. So, and there are like first, second, third, and fourth windows that when they're going to be applied, where you have opportunity to apply. But right now I'm talking about the first one, which is currently on. But before we go into details, let's take a look at the different courses that are available. We have agribusiness, PhD agribusiness, PhD in agronomy, PhD in visual arts, PhD in animal biodiversity. We have PhD in soil science. We have PhD in food science technology, and like that, down. All of them are not PhD. You see, we have masters in soil science, master's degree in food science, master degree in movement science and rehabilitation, master degree, MSc in social sciences, master in communication, master in education, master in nursing. So whatever course that is yours, you can just try to look for your specific course also. And they also have some specialization courses, like some professional courses, so you can also see them and you can apply for. One of the things that will make your application to stand out is when you have a strong supporting document. You see, when you are applying to school, don't just pack together a proposal that is not one, that is not verifiable, two, that is not worth researching. So a lot of people, they go to maybe any of these machine generator generating software, like chat GPT, and you just try to write me an SOP, create no, it is beyond that. See, the people that are going to check your application, they are also aware of all these tools, And there are several tools also that can be used to checkmate all of these things. So if you want to submit your application, make sure that you actually do what is needed, do the research, like really see where there is a need for you to do the research. If you are applying from Nigeria, for instance, look for area that is researchable. Look for something that has not been done. Don't go online and copy a research. Maybe you just stumble, because there are samples of research, there are samples of proposal online, there are samples of SOP online. Don't copy someone's proposal and submit them. People, they check these things, they check them. There are ways they verify them. For example, in my department, if you submit a term paper, if you submit a proposal, they will first check it. They will check. There is something called turn it in. It's going to be subjected to turn it in to see the level of your plagiarism, to check the level of maybe it's a machine generated. All of these things is what they do. And once they, if for instance like 10 people apply, they're going to put all the 10 application or 10 proposal or 10 SOP, put them in this kind of software, and it will flag out. So if your own is within this category, it might just be difficult for you to secure a place. So I beg you, try and put yourself in. If you really want to do this, if you are really interested, try as much as possible to do the needful. So today is 4th of October, and the application came out on the 30th of September. Okay, so let me show you quickly the general notice. All right, so this is the general notice: selection process for admission to new master's, doctorate, and specialization courses in person at Universidade Federal de Santa Maria in the year 2025. So if you apply for this particular in this particular call, it's going to you're going to start your academic in 2025, definitely. So but I just feel that the process, everything's just going to be done between now and let's say December, and the result is also going to come out in December. I'm going to show you all the timeline. Okay, so but there are a lot of information in this particular page, and if we are going to be reading them one after the other, definitely this video is just going to be too long unnecessarily. But we have basic information, we have the registration process, confirmation of vacancy, and what have you. So the basic information, everybody know that there will be need for the basic information here is that the application is totally free. As we can see, all courses offered in this notice are in person and free of charge. It is not an online. The selection process is intended to fill vacancies for entry during the first and second semester. So the first semester usually starts by March, and the second semester usually starts by September. I know a friend in this school, and I'm very sure that this is how it goes. So another important aspect I'm going to clarify is the candidate may apply for selection in more than one course. I earlier told somebody that the person should just apply for one, but you can apply for two different courses. But if you are selected for the two, you cannot do the two simultaneously. Okay, you can only do one at a time. So that means that if you are selected for food science and you are also selected for, let's say, food technology, if there is any course like that, so you apply for PhD in food technology, and you also apply for PhD in food science, you are accepted. You can't do the two simultaneously. So candidates may apply for selection in more than one course. However, only one is allowed. Simultaneous academic registration in more than one postgraduate course, when a registration either in a lato sensu course and another in stricto sensu, and that at the time of enrollment in the stricto sensu course, the student is regularly enrolled in lato sensu course for at least one academic semester. There's a difference between lato sensu and stricto sensu. Stricto sensu is those ones that are okay, let's from the word strict, those ones that are kind of strict, and these ones are the one that usually the let me just say academic here. Let me just use the word academic programs. They are usually academic program, while lato sensu are more, they are more general, and that is where you will see all those professional courses, right? They are under lato sensu, while stricto sensu are more of course it's even written there. We have specialization, where you see specialization, all those professional courses, they are under lato sensu, while stricto sensus are all those academic program like doctorate, like master's degree, and their selections is usually rigorous compared to lato sensu. Also, I think that bosa, like that is stipends, it's usually for the stricto sensu, right? So basically, what this item 1.3 is telling us that you can only do one at a time. You might not be able to do the two simultaneously. Now let's also look at other aspect that is very important. So the window, this notice is structured into four selection and entry windows, which I'm still going to show you a bit further. Okay, so this is it. We have first window, second window, third window, fourth, and first, second, third, and fourth window. Okay, and they've already indicates the timeline of each of them, right? So this is the first one, and this one is gonna, the first window, which is currently on now, is going to end by the end of October. We are in the month of October right now, and today is 10th. So it started in November and is going to end in um is going to end in October. I'm talking about the registration is going to end because it is well, it is clearly written here. All right, guys, let's move to the application process itself. So the first tab, once you click the link that I'm going to share in the description box, the first thing you're supposed to do is to kind of pick the options. You're supposed to pick the course you want to register for. So whatever it is, once you pick the course, it's going to, of course, load this page. Okay. For example, let's do it together. So this is the link where So this is the link where you can do the application. Once you click, it's going to take you directly to page. So it's going to bring you here. So at this particular place, you can decide to choose the particular course you want to do. Okay. So for the course of this video, let's just pick a course. Okay. So, and I'm going to use agro business, PhD in agro business. So once you click this part, it will take you. So I have clicked this part and it's brought me to this part. So you can see that doctorado in agro business has been loaded. So let me just translate this to English. So PhD in agribusiness. So this is the first page where it will bring you to. There's a need for you to check like a race where you can be, where you, I mean, a race that you can be identified with, right? So there's a quota, there's a kind of a portion for this particular, like for black, quota for black, brown, or the Colombia. The Colombia are the indigenous people in Brazil. We have people with disability, and we have broad competition. So whichever quota that you want to, I mean, you want to identify with, check. Once you check, for in this case I've checked quota for black, brown. So you scroll down and you would see next. So once you click next, it will bring you to where you can enter your personal information, and you will fill in your name, your mother's name. Remember, I've said it time and over that when you are doing application in Brazil, they will usually ask for your mother's name. So enter ethnicity and all of that. So click next. Once you are done, it will bring another page where you are supposed to enter your address. So enter the details of your address and all of that. Everything is just simple and it's just 6 stages. So once you are done, come to the next one. So the next one is where you are supposed to enter your CPF. But if you don't have your CPF, there is nothing to worry about, because they believe that some people will be applying from outside of Brazil. So in this case, you must have a passport. So enter your passport number. But if you don't have a passport, enter your NIN. But for you to be looking for opportunity to study abroad, which is most likely going to start in, let's say, March of next year, your passport should have been ready by now. But if you don't have your passport, like I said, just enter your NIN and continue with the application. Then let's click next. And the next one is very important. There's a need for you to enter your previous education, and just make sure you fill all the you fill everywhere accordingly. So the first one is previous education, and if it is undergraduate, your where you were where you specialize. If it is masters, where you specialize, and if it is doctorate, where you specialize. Don't forget that you can as well, if you have your PhD already and you want to do something like a postdoctorate, you can apply as well. So when it comes to when they analyze your application supporting documents, they will know what you're applying for, and they will, if you are qualified, they will invite you for interview. The second one is previous training. Do you have any do you have any skills? Do you have any training? Don't forget I said that this application form is for stricto sensu and lacto sensu. So if you have any specialized training, so you can enter it there. Then the previous education as well. Which school did you attend? University of Ghana, you can enter it there. So the fourth one is previous education status. The the what you are referring to as previous education, was it completed, or you are still, or you are about to finish it? So that is what it meant by status. Okay, so the previous education we are talking about, which country did you do it? Was it in Ghana? Was it in Cameroon? Was it in Benin Republic? Was it whichever country it is? So enter it here. And the fifth one is enter it here, whichever one. So the last one is the sixth one, is if you require a special assistance, like because there is most likely going to be like an interview, and take for instance you are someone that would need like an aid, or like an additional gears to that will allow you to be able to read the information. So there is a need for you to upload a document that will certify that you are someone that fall within this category. The next, so you click next and it's going to bring you to this particular part, which is very, very important, and this is where you would upload your passport. This is where you upload other supporting crucial documents, the most important documents, so to say. The first one says official identification documents, and like I said, it can be your CPF, it can be your passport, and it can be your NIN. It can be whatever identification that you have. So it is very important that you write it here and you also upload it. The second one is proof of qualification as per specific notice. So what this particular item 2 is talking about is that each specific call, or each specific program, I mean each program have their specific requirement. Okay, so the proof of qualification, for instance, in this agro business, it might just be like they want you to show, if you're applying for PhD in agro business, they want you to show that you've completed your masters. And if that is their specific requirement, just upload the front and back of your certificate. Take note, it is very, very important, because I took my time to read that part. I couldn't show in this video. They said front and back, so you can do a front and back and you can merge it. Even though if the back is blank, just try to do that. So you can merge it and you can make it be in a PDF format, then upload it here. So proof of qualification as per specific notice, which document was so enter here. You can just enter MSc certificate. So certificate front and back. Okay, so it is important they stated it in the guideline that the front and back of all the certificates should be uploaded. So once you write it here, then upload it. You upload it right here. If you click here, it's going to open the part from your system where you can do that. So under this item 2, because we have just two items, we have the first one and we have item 2, but item 2 also have sub. Okay, so the second one is letter of intent. Okay, so your letter of intent is just like what is your intention? It's just like an SOP, right? So there's a need for you to also upload that. So if you have your SOP, upload, click this part and write, this is my letter of intent. Then write statement of purpose or letter of intent. You can, make it to be a letter of intent. Then choose here and upload it. The next one is your resume, which is your CV. Write resume here and upload. The next one is declaration of assignment from employer or manager. If you are, especially this particular part is important for those people that are applying for specialized courses, that is lactose sensu. Okay, so what if you, for example, if you are a molecular scientist, for instance, so and you were working in a particular lab and you're planning to come to this place, so I have something, although you probably have stated it in your CV that these are the responsibilities or these are the job description, but it is also important for you to write, because it is being requested in this part that you should upload like a declaration of assignment from the employer or manager. So you can tell your manager to help you sign, but if you are not within this category, you might just need to skip this part. Okay, you might need to skip this part because it is not so important, but if you have, you can definitely upload it. And if you also have if I were you, if you have something like an award, you can attach it to whatever it is that your manager signed, merge them, turn it to a PDF file, then upload it. Then the last one is the resume and supporting document evaluation spreadsheet. So this is where you are going to upload your transcript that shows all the what's it called, all the courses that you have done in the past. So try to upload. You will recall or you agree with me that most transcripts are usually front and back. So although some could just be front alone, but whichever format yours is, try to upload front and back resume and supporting documents evaluation spreadsheet. So write it here that you are uploading the transcript and upload it. Then the last one, which is very very important, is research projects, preliminary projects, pre-project or scientific work. Okay, in Brazil there is something they call scientific initiation. Scientific initiation is when you finish your undergraduate and you are planning to do your masters. For example, if I finish my first degree in biomedicine, which is like a molecular what I mean, which is like what's it called now? Biomedicina in Brazil is medical lab in Nigeria. It is called medical laboratory in Nigeria. Medical lab, people that study medical lab courses. So, but it's called biomedicina in Brazil. So, if you finish as your first degree in this particular course and you are aiming to do your masters, before you start that masters, usually some would join a lab to start what is called scientific initiation. They're just going to be learning so many skills in that lab while they are preparing themselves for the master's degree. So they are learning so many skills: how to extract DNA, how to do polymerase, how to do PCR, how to do so many things. So at the end of that scientific initiation, they would be able to say, they would be able, at the end of the scientific initiation, they can have a clear idea of what they really want to do in their masters. So that is what you are seeing here: scientific work or preliminary, whatever it is. So, and another thing is that if you have a another thing in research is what is called or pilot work, or not like a pilot, like if you want to do a work and you're trying to just do one part of it, like trying to administer it to, like if you want to do something, if you want to do a project with a very large population, but you try to kind of do it with a small population just to see how it goes. This is like a pilot study, right? So if you have something like that, if you have like a pilot study on what you are planning to do, you can also upload it here. But basically, it is very important for you to upload your proposal. That this is where proposal is needed. The first part, one part, your SOP, the letter of intent is needed. Yeah. And this part, your research proposal, is very needed, and this is the most important aspect of this application process. And I said that make sure don't copy anybody online. Make sure that whatever research proposal you want to submit is genuine, is original, is yours, and like it relates and it's in tandem, like that is in relation with what you've been doing from maybe your masters, and maybe you just want to continue. Okay, so it is possible for you to do, for example, you did English in your first degree, and right now you are planning to do history in masters. It is possible, it is way much possible. But for you to do history in masters, and right now you want to do English in your PhD, this is it's a big, because you definitely need, like you don't really have a background in this aspect where you want to do a PhD. If a PhD is just like a further work on what you have been doing before, right? So try as much as possible that there is to see that there is a connection in whichever course that you want to do. Don't forget, I said the first degree, where the area of your first degree does not really matter, but the area of your masters and your PhD matters a lot. So craft a very good proposal. Make sure that the proposal is not plagiarized. Make sure that the proposal is not copied. Make sure that you do not use machine generated proposal. Okay. Of course, even if you are using like a chat GPT, which I would not advise, there's some other tools. There are some other tools that you can use, and most of the, I don't know, we kind of try. You know that this thing is actually important. You need it, but most people are running away. Even though if you are going to be using Grammarly, because sometimes I use Grammarly a lot, but make sure you use the paid version. Don't use the free online version of Grammarly. This is, sorry to say, it will not do any quality work for you. So use like Grammarly, the paid version, and maybe you have an idea you want to rephrase all of that. Grammarly can help you. Okay, so all of these tools are of course allowed in research, but you also have to know how to use them. So upload your proposal, then that's all. And once you are done, you can now send. Don't forget that the application timeline is by the end of October. The end of October, everything is going to close. But there are some that extend beyond October. But I really don't want you to have that in your mind, because it could, from there, procrastination can step in. Try to do everything you want to do right now and submit your application. Don't forget, this is where let me even talk about, this is where I can help you. If you don't know how to write your proposal, I can be of assistance, and I can also do this application for you. If you're very busy or you don't know how to go about it, of course I can do it for you, and you can reach out to me if you want us to do this. But basically, like I said, all these things are DIY. They are something that you can do yourself. They are stuff that you can do yourself. I have a lot of stuff that I do as well. And but if you are busy and you don't know, or you don't know how to go about it, you can definitely reach out to me and I will be able to help you do it. So that's it, guy. I'm wishing you the best of luck. See you in the next video. Ciao ciao.